Street Fighter 6 have been out for just over a month, and there's one thing we have seen so much of, seriously guys, a tiers list, right? And what you will find most common among these tiers list is the placement of Ken. Most people will place Ken in the top tier. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Mura here, and today we're gonna talk about what makes Ken so good. If you ask the average person, they will tell you, well Mura, he just takes me to the corner with one combo, and that is correct. Here we are at the round star distance. I'm gonna combo my jab into the target combo run Tatsu, and now Ryu is at the wall. I have set him up to do a standing light punch on wake up because obviously I wanna show you that Ken is able to immediately start throwing Ryu after this. He gets a true meaty into throw, and obviously Ken got a through loop out of this, right? And his through loop situation is so good that even if the opponent happen to try to escape it with a backdash, Ken is still safe, right? Notice here Ryu backdashed, I was -2. Hey, he escaped, yes. I am a little bit negative, yes, but I'm safe. I don't get punished, right? And obviously if they try to jump or do anything, Ken can still uppercut them, so the situation is fantastic for Ken. So the corner carry is great, and the throw loop is great, and he can get this corner carry from like almost absurd situations, right? Let's say for example Ryu is gonna try to sweep. Ryu players love their sweep. The average character, maybe they will sweep them back, maybe you will do a combo like crouching medium kick into Tatsu. Maybe if you wanna invest, like you can do something like this, and that is good obviously. But Ken is Ken Master, he's a masterpiece, so he gets something even better. He gets to punish it with a standing heavy punch, because it's 10 frame startup and Ryu sweep is -12. So you might be wondering like, what's so good about this, right? You're just getting a basic combo. Well, check this out. So not only did we get to take Ryu to the corner meterless, we also happen to start our throw loop situation. A lot of characters need to drive rush to be able to get these sort of conversions, but not Ken, right? You wanna see an even more ridiculous situation? Well, let's check out how Ken is able to punish DPs, right? Now, I am the one in the corner. I have knocked down Ryu. He's gonna try to wake up with a Shoryuken. He's kinda fed up. Well, check this out. See, I have almost taken Ryu coast to coast because I decided to punish his uppercut with a run Tatsu, and he's able to link a combo after it, right? Almost coast to coast, meterless as well, right? And you have to appreciate how good this is meterless, because when you have more meters, this means more drive rush, more drive impact, etc. So this is already ridiculous, but it doesn't stop there with Ken, because obviously he has the ability to side switch as well, back throw, and his back throw sets you in the perfect situation. Now Ryu, please stop with that. His back throw sets up the perfect situation because he's at the perfect range to start with punishing anything you do with his standing medium kick, and obviously his standing heavy kick. It puts him in a very good position, right? But it doesn't stop there as well, because he can even combo you into a corner side switch, right? And you combo into the genre kicks, run genre kicks, and now you're the one being cornered. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is Ken can take you to the corner anytime he wants through way too many methods, and once you're there, he pretty much gets to do what he wants and he's safe, right? All of this is absurd, right? But it doesn't stop there, because all of this would be good, but wouldn't be that amazing if his neutral wasn't that great. But obviously Ken got the neutral, and that's what makes him so powerful. Obviously one of the key elements of Ken is his drive rush and how fast it is. Ken doing a drive rush into a crushing medium kick, this is a stuff of nightmares, right? I'm sure we have seen so many Ken players just start the rounds like that immediately, and now you are in that situation instantly, right? That one kinda sucks. Another aspect of the character that a lot of people may not appreciate that much, although I do think is very powerful, is his ability to fireball, control the space with fireball, and work that with his drive rush. Let's say we're at the round start distance. Ken throws a light punch Hadouken, right? I mean, that's right. A lot of people will say his Hadoukens, they're not that good. But check this out. He can do the Chun-Li and follow up after his projectile, right? Because it kind of have a slow travel speed, this actually works really well for him and makes him able to convert out of into again the same oppressive situation. Now this will also apply to his EX Fireball. A lot of people may not realize just how utterly ridiculous the EX Hadouken is because it doesn't knock down. Here is Ryu's Fireball, right? In a Fireball war, if I throw my EX Fireball, I'm gonna beat him, it's a punish counter, but Ryu doesn't get knocked down, right? Ryu's EX Hadouken would knock Ken down, Guile EX Boom knock down, etc. But Ken's Fireball doesn't. You might be wondering, well, why is this so good? Again, if you work Drive Rush with it, this means that in the Fireball wars, just kind of like DJ, Ken is a threat, because anytime he decided to throw an EX Fireball and he happened to get a punish on you, there is always the potential of a follow-up Drive Rush that will lead to combos. And even if we're talking about the Ryu just blocking everything, he still kind of have to respect this, right? Ryu still have to respect this. Ken is still plus in this situation, so it's very, very good. Right, he have the Chun-Li Fireball element. Well, not as good as Chun does it, but still really, really good, right? But obviously, it's not just that with Ken as well. His normals are terrific. Obviously, got the standing medium kick. This is 8 frame startup, and take a look at how far this goes. Obviously, I know I see you dude in the comment who will say, Mura, it have less range on crouching opponents, and I get that, but still, even as a poke on a standing opponent, this is very good, and obviously hit confirmable, so that is powerful, right? For its range, how much it pushes him forward, that move is very good, right? Leads to a target combo knockdown. And the medium kick itself is 30 frames, which means that it is kinda susceptible to drive impact, but it can be worse for other characters, so it's good, right? But it's not just that, he also got the standing heavy kick, which I do think is pretty fantastic actually. 12 frame startup, and if you happen to land it at the tip, you're gonna be -4, -5, which is not that bad. And if you happen, for example, let's say the poor Ryu tried to like crouching medium kick, right? This is like an easy knockdown, or obviously you can do one of your special moves like a Tatsu or an uppercut and get the corner carry. So his ability to counter low pokes is very, very good, right? And notice this, I've talked about his Fireball, I've talked about his Drive Rush, I've talked about his ability to work Fireball with Drive Rush. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is how's this? How's this? The insta get in move, right? Because this one is obnoxious to deal with. By its own, it's not that bad, but obviously when you consider the fact that you are constantly worried about Ken just drive rushing in, or like drive rushing into a low, you are going to block a how's this? And then you're gonna have to deal with his throw situation, right? And it's meterless, so that is oppressive as well. Ken jumping heavy punch, this normal is ridiculous. Like, let me tell you that I play Marisa and I despise this jumping. This will trade with so many anti-airs just because of that downwards angle on it. So this is also tremendously powerful. All of this is amazing news for Ken, and obviously he got like the uppercuts, so his anti-airs are good. Let's just record the jump in. Obviously got the DPs, so he got solid anti-airs, and his crouching heavy punch is also a very solid DP. As a matter of fact, his crouching heavy punch is also really good, because if you hit the opponent out of a knock or like an air force and knockdown, he gets a follow-up combo. Let me show you a character where I'll get to display this, so that I don't feel bad about not showing it. Who's an easy one? Let's say Kimberly. Kimberly got an easy one. Like, let's say for example Kimberly decided to do the elbow, like the elbow drop out of her jump. Ken is able to put them in a juggle state with a crouching heavy punch, and because it's special cancelable, he gets to do really cool combos, right? That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous anti-air. Now let's bring back Ryu because I want to show you even more amazing stuff with him. So he got amazing anti-airs and amazing neutral. Does it stop there with Ken? No. Obviously it doesn't, because they also had to give Ken one of the best punish moves in the game. Let's say for example Ryu doing crouching medium kick Hadouken. Typical and standard, right? His level 2 super is 6 frame startup, got really powerful range, so this will pretty much punish so much of the moves in this game that most of the characters are not able to punish, right? Does it stop there with Ken? No, it still doesn't. Another element of this character that maybe you don't really understand how powerful it is that he actually get OK after his critical art. Not a lot of characters do this. For example, here we're gonna knock down Ryu, he's gonna wake up with a jab. Coming at ya! Right? I can meet Ryu on his wake up after a critical art or a level 3. His knockdown is even better on the critical art version. And this means that he's able to pull off comebacks, right? Because now, obviously with this knockdown, you're probably gonna be on the back end, you most likely have lost a lot of life, you can't really meet it, so you're gonna have to instantly worry about Ken being in your face and have to threaten you with his throw loop, knockdowns, etc. Right? And obviously once he got you to burnout, I must say that his genre kicks are really difficult to deal with. Let's make Ryu block everything, right? Burnout Ken is kinda ridiculous, right? Because obviously how this is typically the one you'd have to worry about. But now even his other genre kicks, right, the ones that are faster, even just the light one, you kinda still have to worry about. 18 frame startup gets him in, and he's at 0, and the heavy version is +5, so it's ridiculous, right? Typically Ken doesn't have plus on block normals, but on burnout obviously he's ridiculous. And you will have to worry about this. Right? This becomes very difficult to deal with. On average, on the regular character, you need a flowchart. It's really specific. Like you can punish a move if you got like a -7. He's -7 pretty much. Like after like this low or this overhead and the medium as well. You can punish all of this if you have like a 7 frame or faster uppercut that moves forward. But obviously, if you're in burnout, you can't really do that, and that makes it again really difficult to deal with. Now Ken got another element that is really good to him, and it's the fact that he have an invincible uppercut that is a Shoryuken motion, right? A lot of people will do stuff like that, right? And like light kicks or lights in general into drive rush, and his EX uppercut is something you can just mash in the situation and it's a guaranteed punish. I hope I was able to give you some ideas on what makes Ken so good. There is still way more to this character, like for example, easy ability to combo into his level 1 super, because anytime he combos into the run, right, he can do the run into the kick, and this means that he can instantly just link the super, pretty much get a super cancel out of a special into level 1 that most of the roster can't really get. Still does a lot of damage, and you know, anti-air conversion if you even try to jump at Ken, right? So this one is very powerful. If you are crouching or even if you're like just in the neutral, he got like cross up Tatsu that are pretty good. Obviously this one, yeah, you can't really combo out of it, but still really good into baiting anti-airs, especially if you work it with his jumping heavy punch. So he got an aerial game as well. Ken got all the tools. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.